So my school closed down fairly recently because of the coronavirus, and I may or may not have had an existential crisis because of it. Well, okay, let's get one thing straight right off the bat. I'm not here to preach to you about coronavirus advice or spread fear or whatever the criticism of it is, though I definitely do want to touch on that because I don't think people realize just what the implications of this whole thing are. So buckle up, wash your hands, and ignore the fact that I just broke the first promise I made in this video. Existential crises. Those are always fun to talk about. And what exactly was the crisis that I happened to stumble into? Well, kinda that we, as humans, are pretty powerless. Like, don't get me wrong, in the grand scheme of things, humans are like easily S tier, no questions asked, but that's on a tier list of other sentient life forms. When you factor in the scary-ass things biology has created, we're maybe like a C- at best. That's not even factoring in stars and... okay, bad analogy. Point is, no one has really been able to stop this coronavirus. Sure, you can take measures to protect yourself from getting it, but it's been months now and we still don't have a definitive cure for it. And sure, it's not the most deadly thing humanity has had to face, but... okay, here's the thing. This is not going to be the last major virus humanity has to face. Like, it still feels surreal now that humanity is facing a catastrophic level event that is disrupting the lives of millions, if not billions of people. Imagine if the severity wasn't a 3-ish% death rate, which is bad enough as it is, mind you, but instead 20%, 50%, 100%. Sooner or later, a threat to humanity will come up that we won't be able to deal with, and that's horrifying. But what am I gonna do about it? I always imagined that if I was in a dystopian novel, I'd be like the main character who is one of the last few to manage to survive the apocalypse and thrive against the odds, but real-life dystopia isn't like that. Real-life dystopia is kinda just boring. I'm not gonna be the main character, I'm just a side character that dies off-screen in Chapter 3. Wait, I just said off-screen when I'm talking about books. Who knows, maybe the main character of our planet is out there somewhere, prepared to survive when no one else can. Like, this is getting off topic now, but sometimes I don't even feel like the main character in my own story. I remember reading this post a few years back about emotions that people have a hard time describing, and one of them was Sonder, the realization that each passerby has a life as vivid and complex as your own, which makes me think, maybe I am the main character in my own story, and maybe you're the main character in yours. Or maybe we're all just side characters. I'm nearing the end of my high school career, and one of my first thoughts as I was leaving the building on my last day, which was voluntary because our school was taking a little while to cancel, was, what if I never see these people again? It feels kinda abrupt to just have school canceled because of a global pandemic. Okay, maybe it's not that abrupt, but I kinda just got wistful. I'm about to graduate, and I was prepared to have a few more months to wrap everything up and say my goodbyes and find ways to keep in contact with those I care about. But because of factors outside of my control, this opportunity has been stripped away from me, and it kinda sucks to be this powerless. But maybe powerless is okay. One of the best pieces of advice I got for anxiety is to distinguish between the stuff I can and can't control, and then to do what I can to focus on the stuff that I can control and just not worry about the rest. You can't prevent the storm from coming, but you can prepare for it. Another word on this list of words, among many that I feel can apply to this situation, is ellipsism, a sadness that you'll never be able to know how history will turn out. Maybe this will all blow over. Maybe it won't. You might know if you're watching this in the future, but I don't. Humanity is destined for a rocky road ahead, and we might not win, and some of us might not be around to see it, but we can do our best to make the most of it while we still can. Do what we enjoy, love our loved ones a little bit more, take the time to just live. I guess what I'm trying to say is, we might as well enjoy it while it lasts. Thanks for watching this thing that is a little bit different than what I've created in the past. I've sort of realized that I don't have much else to do while I'm staying at home, and a lot of people probably don't either. So now's as good a time as ever to try and revive this channel. I think I'm mostly gonna stick to lighthearted stuff though, because I'm not smooth-brained enough to keep up with all of this emotion stuff 24/7. Okay, bye.